It's 6:08, 8 minutes after 6. You guys see the Murphy Brown ratings since Dan Quayle pumped him up? Oh!
Since he dissed on Murph?
Probably incredible.
#1 rated television show. Bumped off Roseanne this week in the ratings.
You're kidding.
And, well, maybe we can get Dan Quayle to listen to our show and talk about our show. Wouldn't it be it could cause controversy?
Yeah,
well,
you're
they
right.
billed last night's show as the show that started it all.
I know.
She took the EPT test. And
That's great.
You know, they're going to rewrite the man back in now. And they're going to have a Dan Quayle lookalike coming up in the fall season.
What, you mean this is like
he is going to make a fool of him. What happened to you?
I was dating a police officer, a Rosemont police officer, and he came to me and told me that I got pregnant. He told me that if I didn't get rid of the baby, that I would be on my own. He came to my house and threw money on my dresser and said, "This is the last I want to hear about it." And I decided to keep the baby. Well, I waited about 4 or 5 months, and I didn't go after him because I didn't think I could. He kept telling me that we were never married, so that I could never go after him. So I waited it out and stuff, and then finally I talked to a friend of mine who was studying to be a lawyer, and she gave me a phone number, and I called him, and he took him to court, and I get 20% of his income, and he has to pay. Pardon me?
I was going to say, was his defense like, I told her I didn't want the baby. I offered to pay for the
he denied that
abortion.
the baby was even his. So he had to pay, it was like $485.
So he knew the rules already, I guess.
Or I'm sure. And he said, he's like, when he first got the order, he goes, "Don't even mess with me because my daddy has connections with the alderman here."
Yeah.
And he's like,
I'm curious, how much did he lay on your chest for an abortion?
$375.
What, had he shopped around price comparisons?
I don't know.
Wow.
I took it and paid another car payment.
good for you.
I wasn't going to give it back.
Do you enjoy single motherhood?
It's hard at times, but,
Hey, we're hanging with you, okay? We're with you all the time.
Thanks.
Hang in there.
Hats off to you, man. It's hard enough with 2 people.
Well, I think she owes him the $375 back, though.
Oh, Eddie.
Well, if he's paying the other money, if everything's going to be squared away evenly here.
611-591.
I'm a little defensive because, my situation, how much I shell out and get no call. This is going on. Let's see, tomorrow will be 4 weeks not hearing from the kids.
I know. That's...
wielding that power over. Does she think that? Well, never mind. This is
that
not
happens.
Pour out the personal gripes.
It's 612.
Unless, of course, it results in sympathy for me, then I'll do it all morning.
612.
Out of control. B96.
Please. The Killer Bee B96, man, it's summertime. We're handing out the cash. Just ask Karen Bainan of Arlington Heights won $1,000. You can win, too. Pick up your B96 Pepsi, gotta have it bumper sticker. At Whitehead, peel it, stick it, and listen for your license number. You can win $1,000 from B96. Here's Cause and Effect.
The B96 Music Test. Today's song.
Paris Red, Good Friend.
Should we play it more or less? Vote more by calling 591-4030. Or vote to play it less by dialing 591-4040. Results tomorrow morning at 7:20 on B96.
Hi, this is Robert Lee Porter caller from the north side of Chicago, and I do all type of sound effects. Check this out. This is Billy the Hummer Beatbox. Don't stop. Fresh, y'all listen to me. No, Fresh the Killer Beat. Yeah, boy, check this out. B96. The Killer Beat. Yeah, boy.
Chicago's hits B96 with the Spearman. Don't mind me, I'm just practicing for the fireworks tonight here.
Ooh.
And then, of course, there's always, wow! Ooh, these guys will have a great view for the fireworks tonight at Grand Park. It's 2 brothers on the 4th floor. Can't help myself. B96.
WBBM FM Chicago.
This is the sound of
The Killer Bee. B96.
I don't know what this is, but it's got to be killed before it gets any bigger.
Oh my God, Becky, look at her butt.
Chicago's hits B96. And Alan Campbell, guys, take a look at that lady you're with right now. Take a look at her, okay? Is she beautiful? Never, ever question her judgment. Just look who she's with. B96.
How about you? What's your worst summertime job?
I was babysitting this snotty little brat who thought she knew everything.
How old was she?
She was like 4, and she was one of these gifted kids who was she was like skipping kindergarten and going into 1st grade.
Enough said.
Oh, God, she drove me insane.
B96, who's this? Where you at?
Downers Grove.
Who's this?
Rich.
All right, what's your worst job?
A kissing booth, and I had to kiss, like, real fat ladies used to come up and, like, old men, and I had to kiss them and pretend I was girls and stuff.
Oh, that's nothing.
Uh-oh, B96, who's this?
This is Heather.
Where you at?
In Palatine.
What's your worst summertime job?
Telemarketing for a dating service.
How'd that work?
Well, if people sent in an application, they were interested in meeting people, we had to call them and get them to come in for a consultation with someone who would fix them up with someone else.
Oh, now I know where Todd Kavanaugh gets his dates in. I forgot he's listening right now. All right, Chicago's hits, B96, Balthazar. You know what's going down tomorrow night. Paula Abdul, Poplar Creek. Check this out. Within 20, I've got touchstones. I got 4 ticks to throw out. Right now, kicking off more Chicago's hits. LA Style is going to rock the house. James Brown is dead.
Chicago's #1 hit music station.
Oh, yeah.